Good morning and happy METS spring training opening day. So it begins. Let me just make sure I can get this up live on my Twitter feed. Then we're going to get into a nice little workout to try to mentally and physically prepare for what is going to be months and months and months of utter struggles. Now, I ask you all to not waste any prayers on me because I opted into this war. I live for this war. And your prayers should go to those who are helpless. So what do we do before a high-stress day? We get our pump, we get our stretch. And then if you look behind me, the sun is tremendous. So we're going to go for a nice run in the sun. Frank and I are not in Port St. Lucie today. We're going to watch the game poolside because we're only about half a mile from tomorrow's game against the Yankees, which we are attending. So you're going to get lots of clips and updates throughout today's first game. But Frank honestly spared me because we had the game in Tampa, the USF game, and I had driven about 20 hours over 2 days. So Frank actually was totally in agreement and understanding that driving 5 or 6 hours last night to go to Port St. Lucie tonight, or for today, and then driving back to Tampa for tomorrow would have been a bit insane. So we're going to do tomorrow and we're going to go to the game Monday because it looks like the New York weather is so bad. We're definitely not in a rush. And we can get more content out here. Not to mention, this is a workation. So Frank and I are paying everything out of pocket and just getting content for you guys because that's what we do. But we've been having a great time. The only huge problem was yesterday, or we thought it could be a problem. Frank and I are not car guys, so when we parked, I noticed there was something dripping under the car, coming all the way out into the parking garage and creating a puddle just as we were starting to walk away. I went, oh shit. And Frank started to totally lose it. But I touched some of the liquid and smelled it, and it was not gasoline. And then I managed to do some deductive reasoning and figured out it was the air conditioning condensation bleeding under the car, which is fine. So outside of that little scare, just a beautiful Friday. Frank got to see dolphins in the wild for the first time. And I got lots of sun. So couldn't have been better. Coach Hodginson from USF, our dear friend. For those of you that don't know, Frank's obviously a Seton Hall basketball fan, but Hodge is a friend of ours, a true friend who's always taking great care of us. For now 3 years we've been friends. Rico introduced us, and we used to go to Arkansas State once a year to visit him. But he's set up walks for us. He's encouraged Frank from the start, and I'll always be loyal to Hodge. I do love USF, though, and I really hope he stays here a long time. The only problem is he's such a good coach. I know those big programs, I don't know, I could see him at a True Blue one day. I think he's kind of destined for the big time. But we love you, Hodge. We appreciate you, brother. And Rico for having the most powerful phone and introducing us. those first 100 crunches out. $75. Oh my God. I cannot wait to go run in the sun. It's one of my favorite things in life is running in the sun. Happy Saturday, everyone. Imagine if the Mets went undefeated this year. That'd be great. Been driving so much, these lower back stretches really feel nice. Being able to transition from being on the ground, being on your all fours to getting up onto your feet on the ground smoothly. It's a really good skill so your workout doesn't become all choppy and fragmented. Just keep flowing. I got a ball in here. I'm going to try to get Frank to start doing these too. Wish you guys were coming to Port St. Lucie. All sorted. Aussie. This new update on X. It's not me. StreamYard even has a thing saying its X thing isn't working normally. So hopefully it gets more normal. Thank you, though, Aussie. And Ethan and anybody else in Port St. Lucie. I sincerely apologize if you were super excited to see Frank, but totally welcome to come to, obviously, it's a public event, but come to Tampa and we'll be happy to take pictures and say hello to anybody. We love seeing you guys. But because of the DDP invitation, we drove into Florida from the west angle coming into the Panhandle, and again having the Sunday game in Tampa and the Thursday night basketball game in Tampa, it just wouldn't have been pragmatic to get all the way to Port St. Lucie, which is like across the state, for the one spring training game and then come right back. Especially because we don't have, a walk or anything scheduled there. It's not like a work event. So it's really a favor to me. It's really my fault. But I can't drive 5+ hours for like 6 straight days. I'll lose my mind, including a couple 10-hour days. So these ball sit-ups are great. If you can get one in your apartment, get one in your office like Dwight Schrute. Really easy way to build up your abs quickly. Maybe not easy, but efficient. All right. Some air squats in. Whoa. Got right under my ass. What I'm trying to get Frank to get better at is keeping his back up, like here, and not folding down when he goes down. Thanks to Arnold's guy catch. Our extremely underpriced, aka free, aka good friend trainer, Daniel Ketch, legend of the game. So he looks like he's my size. I'm not kidding, guys. He's like 5 times as strong as I am. First time we met him, he was deadlifting at Gold's Gym. He probably weighs like $170. I don't know. He's doing like 4 something. It's like that's where it's all just so relative. People might think I'm in good shape. I'm a weakling compared to some of these serious guys. Which is why nobody should ever feel insecure about going to the gym, especially starting out and feeling a little weak or confused or whatever. That's how we all are. I'm on my tippy toes bouncing. And having watched Frank progress here over, I think this is week 7 or 8, he is now in a whole different fucking mode. Confidence, strength, it goes into mind, body, and spirit. But give you an example. We were checking into this hotel yesterday. I was in the bathroom, and Frankie, when I come out, he goes, "Hey, Jenks, I checked the fitness center. They got a tower and dumbbells. It looks pretty good." And I was like, "Oh my God, fucking gets it." You can truly think whatever you want about the guy, but you can't doubt his willingness to put in consistent work for a goal. It's one thing he is willing to do. No excuses, ever. All right, some cross cables. We're going to pump up the chest a little, fire it up. Obviously, no bench press this week, being on the road, but that doesn't mean we can't keep the pecs engaged. These are the type of weeks, too, where I'll run a little bit more. I'm not nearly as focused on the weightlifting component because I know when I go home, and boy, do I not look forward to that, my muscles are going to be pretty damn well rested. And I'll be able to come at the pump club with ruthless aggression, increasing weight, getting very aggressive. So right now we're on form. We're going nice and slowly. And it is a good hotel gym, as Frank remarked. So we're going to get a really solid pump before running out in the sun. The difference when I'm pushing straight down is it's going to really focus on the undercarriage or the lower part of the pectoral, your under tit. Whereas when I was going straight forward, that's working the upper part of the face. Let's do more air squats. Show that body armor. And guys, without revealing anything, looks very likely I'm going to have, thanks to you, a workout live stream sponsor. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Doesn't make me a particularly more valuable asset for Barstool. But more importantly, for all of us in Tank's Army, it's a big step. It's a big step. We've done hundreds of live streams. I've always told you guys I do these workouts anyways, so I love being able to share it. I love being able to have you guys hold me accountable and motivate me. And the idea that any brand, even if it's Barstool adjacent, wants to put their name on my stuff, it's an honor. It's a fucking honor. I'm a nobody. Just a regular dude, regular stoolie, who was annoying enough to get a shot here. And without your guys' support, without Frank's support, without Mikey's support and Stu's support and everybody else's, I don't exist in the Barstool universe. And it's also important to stay humble and just like be realistic. If I left the company, Frank would be fine. Barstool would be fine. He would need a little bit of support with a couple of the things I do, but he's in great shape. So my point there is when you start to have some success, don't ever let it change who you are. Because then when things go bad and you look in the mirror, you want to recognize who you're looking at. You want to be able to be yourself, getting back to the top. Because once you get to a good spot, setbacks are inevitable. It's how you react to the setbacks that will dictate the level of greatness you can attain in whatever you're trying to do. It's going back and forth here, really getting a nice pump on the chest without using heavy weight. I also felt something in my shoulder yesterday that was a little off. You probably hear me say things like that a good amount now, but I'm 37, guys, and I work out all the time, so I have some aches and pains. The shoulder feels fine today, but I'm going to avoid doing too much shoulder stuff. I also did a good amount with Frankie yesterday. All right. Let's get the arms a little pumped up. Do curls. We're going to do rope. DMX, Dogs for Life. It's about me and Frank. You know, DMX wrote the song about me and Frank. It's my dog. No breadsticks at dinner. They're walking us to the table with the breadsticks, and I had to go to the bathroom. So even more credit to Frank. He sat there alone with those big, fluffy, buttery, cinnamony, beautiful, unlimited refills of bread rolls at Texas Roadhouse. Motherfucker didn't have one. Those are the wins, man. Do you guys want to lose weight and you're worried about diet, you're worried about exercise, start with the simple stuff. Don't eat the bread before dinner. And then you know what Frank said when he finished his steak? He looked at me and he goes, Jenks, I'm so happy I didn't eat that bread. I really enjoyed the whole steak. It's things you love to see. Again, doing lightweight, just 20-pound dumbbells, but perfect form going through our variant curls, regular, hammer, reverse. And again, the hardest part of today's workout you won't see, which is going to be running in this really intense sun. And right now is simply the pre-run pump. Same time. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Sorry, I got a thing going, so
Oh, no, you're
if you want me to stop it, I can, but just the volume's on. So if you say something insane, the internet might hear it.
Gotcha. No, you're good. It's got to drink my water. Appreciate that, though.
Yeah, of course. Have a good one. You too.
Thank you.
Any hotel that's got a tower, meaning this, I call these towers, I don't know what they're really called, and dumbbells, you can get a full workout. I should say a full weightlifting workout. And then if it's more limited, it's where we get creative when we do a lot of our body weight, our yoga, DDP yoga. Shout out DDP. What a great guy. I get to meet a lot of really interesting people from every corner of the world. And one of the fun things for me especially is that I grew up in the 90s. So when DDP was world heavyweight champion, I was like 8, 9 years old. He was a big fucking deal. And I never thought I'd meet these people, much less shake their hands, much less have them invite me to sleep over their mansion on the beach. So he ended up letting us in around noon. We spent the whole day there. Frank did DDP yoga and was incredibly good at it. Absolute natural. And DDP and his wife are just absolutely wonderful people. I have nothing but the nicest things to say. Really funny, really down to earth, really reminded me of Arnold. Completely different personalities and every backgrounds, all that stuff. But both of these guys have had huge success, the highest level. And now, both of these guys, it seems like the only thing that really gets them going, really gives them that rush that they once used to experience, in front of huge crowds, is inspiring people that are in a tough spot specifically. Not selling fitness stuff to people like me that really like exercise, but finding people like Frank that are trying to turn it around. And if there's anything to strive for in life, what a lot of people leave out in their goals is you want to attain success. You want to be great. Great. That's great. But what are you going to do once you have it? What are you going to do once you become it? What are you going to do with that power? What are you going to do with that position? And if you leverage all of it for good, that's as noble of an existence as you can have. You work hard, you climb the mountain, and when you're on top of the mountain, you don't look down on people. You start throwing ropes down and help pulling people up. The world's got so much darkness right now. Every single one of us can provide a little light. And the people on the top can provide the most light. That's the other thing I promised you guys. I ain't gonna change. I just don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of me. What I care about is how I make people feel. If I can make people laugh, if I can make people feel confident, if I can make people feel motivated, then my existence matters. More than matters. It matters to other people in a positive way, in an effective way, not in a judgmental way, in a tangible way. Opinions of people that don't know me, it doesn't matter, but if there's a tangible effect and you take action, all the credit goes to you, but my God, is it electric for me to hear it. My God, is it motivating to keep going harder. That's why when you guys DM me, I always try to respond. I always try to give you my best. All right, second set on curls. This StreamYard banner thing. I feel like StreamYard's going through it's going through it right now. I don't want to be mad at them. They're going through it. Do you think my shirt's tight enough? I don't know. I might get a tighter one. The problem is it's so loose I can take it off. I want a shirt that's painted on me so you can see every contour. It challenges me. Make the contours bigger, thicker, stronger, deeper. I can't believe the METS start today. Oh, man. This is my 4th season with Frank for the METS. And METS years with Frank are actually almost 50% longer than dog years. So you actually multiply it rather than by 7, you multiply it by 10. So this is going to be our 40-year anniversary of watching METS. How you doing? Just so you know, I have a live stream, so
Okay.
I apologize. I'll get out of your way. I just didn't want you to start yelling crazy shit and be on the internet. I'm almost done though. And if this bothers you, I can turn
I'm
it
just getting water.
off. Have a good day.
Thank you.
It's funny, I think everyone's just going outside. I'm like, why is this idiot inside? This idiot's gonna get a pump. And this idiot's gonna run circles around your ass outside, motherfucker. Oh, I miss this song. I think it was in FIFA. Hey, you doing fun now? How you feel? Yeah, definitely FIFA, I think, or Tony Hawk. Basically, the only 2 games I play. First, you see I'm going through my variant curls here, but on the rope. Going slowly, controlling the weight, and just getting my arms fully exploding with a great pump here. It's the reverse. I look regular. Whoo-wee! Arms are feeling good, baby. Arms are feeling nice. I also know Frank's gotten really good at, I mean, it sounds ridiculous because he's not a 4-year-old, but he's gotten really good at walking with elite confidence. Because I watched him watch about a period and a half of USA hockey while walking alongside a highway, just fully locked into his phone. And I wasn't even in front of him, so it's not like he was, just following me. He had enough peripheral, I guess, to just see the road. It was very funny, though. Just walking around with his head down, staring at his phone. Lunatic. Let's see if he texted me yet. It's really funny, too. We're on a vacation, and we're waking up at like 7 every day. Text each other right away. Seeing if Frank will come pop in for a second. Woo! Woo! I was born in a small town. I go first. Typing. I'll do more sit-ups in the meantime. Frank's hitting the shower, so we probably won't get him in here today, but get lots of Frank content. I promise you that. Opportunity. Here in a small town, talk to fair Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream. Well, I've seen it all in a small town. Had myself a ball in a small town. Just like me. Well, I cannot forget from where it is that I've come from. I cannot forget the people. I can be myself in this small town. And people let me be just what I want to be. Whoops. I was doing this the other day. I was like on sit-ups. And I did a whole thing on my phone. And Frank looked at me astonished. He goes, "Did you just do that while you were doing sit-ups?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, Frankie. Oh, yeah. You can always get a lot done during crunches." All right. I just want to retweet this from Frank Walks. For me, I was born in a small town. Ooh, the abs are feeling it now, guys. So I haven't been counting. I'm just kind of jamming out. But every time I hit here, right at the back, and I come back up, I get like ice picks, especially into the middle abs. And I think this particular sit-up, crunch, whatever the right term is, because you actually kind of bend backwards, you actually stretch yourself out in a way that goes further than if you were on a flat floor. You kind of break the walls of your abs a bit more. And it doesn't mean it's better. It just means, like with all of our different kinds of supersets, push-pulls, complement workouts, this is going to add another dimension, quite literally, to your abs and your midsection on top of what we do on the ground. This, in my opinion, helps make your abs pop as much as anything if you're doing it in conjunction with cardio, good diet, all the other stuff you got to do. Abs are really hard to get. They're really hard to keep, but they're there. They're there. They're there for anyone to take. You got to really want it. You can't just say you want it. You got to behave like you want it, which are two very different things. All right, 25s. It's 10 regular, going into hammers. Reverse, 20 reps overall. Ah. Away from a runaround Sue. Is ever listen to Runaround Sue? All-time song. Keep away from Sue. Woo! Oh, that was a fucking set. Woo! Skull crunchers. Great superset. Tricep pull down into skull crunchers with the rope. All right. So now what's the inverse? Whew. Almost done. One more set on triceps, and we're calling it. Nice pump today, nice little stretch. And now the real workout's gonna begin. Do a good hour run in the sun. With a nice little pump and a nice ab workout here to start the day before METS season commences. All right, guys. Hope everybody has a great Saturday. Hope the Mets do okay. But in reality, it's just Jon Snow. Pull out that sword and get ready, because they're coming and there will be no mercy. Love you all.